Hi again. This is the start of the 5th mini-series in the Cursed series, Meet Your Sin. Also, I do not own the Haikyuu characters and this does not accurately represent the Haikyuu characters. Hope you enjoy the video. Semi and Shirabu were in their own dorm room, sleeping together on the bottom bunk bed as they were woken by their alarm. I know. But we have to get up. Semi hugged Shirabu tighter as they both yawned. Why do we always have to get up so early? Because we chose volleyball as a club. My mistake. Let's go. Shirabu tugged on Semi as Semi let him go and turned around on the bed. I'm gonna sleep in. Good luck with that. Tell them I'm sick. No. I'm not lying for you. Semi finally got himself out of bed as he stretched. Shirabu was already getting dressed. Complain all you want. You're still getting up. I don't want to. I just have to. Your uniform is in the laundry room, I believe. Okay. Be right back then. Semi exited the room, still complaining under his breath as he walked into the laundry room. So musty in here. Imagine how we felt standing here. Semi jumped as he turned around, and yelled in shock. His terror didn't last long, since one of the mysterious figures punched him in the face, knocking him out. Go get the other. K. Shirabu had gotten dressed and waited in the room for Semi. Where is Semi? What is taking him so long? Knock. Knock. You're here. Shirabu ran to open the door. As he did, he was immediately hit in the head with a blunt object. Nighty-night. Kaguna was given the job to open the gymnasium this day, making him get up really early. No one should be awake at these ungodly hours. I mean, it's still dark out. Disgusting. Kaguna frowned as he opened the locked door and immediately got to work setting up the volleyball nets. I wish the sun would rise at this point. Maybe then my body would be filled with energy. I don't like being alone in this dark, empty gym. Kaguna heard a crash outside as he jumped, dropping the mop he was holding. Maybe I should just leave. I think that is the best. That way I can just tell my team I'm a wimp and not have them find me crying. Kaguna chuckled to himself, as he continued setting up the nets, since he wasn't actually going to leave. Almost done. Kaguna smiled as he walked back towards the closet to put away some of the holding containers. Not I just have to wait for my teammates. That won't be hard at all. I definitely won't be scared until Aona shows up or anything. Kaguna started walking out of the storage closet as he felt something tighten around his arm. Exclamation mark. Boo. Kaguna was dragged back as he hit his head on the ground, knocking him out. Kenma was sitting outside his house, waiting for Kuro to come pick him up. He's always late on the weekends. How long will you make me sit here alone this time, Kuro? A few minutes? Hours? Well, it better not be hours. Then practice will already be over. And I would have gotten up for nothing. Kenma sighed and leaned back on his porch step, leaning his head back to face his upside-down front door. Sooner rather than later, Kuro. As Kenma yelled this, he watched in surprise as his front door opened. Well, isn't that creepy? I should probably make sure to close it properly this time. Kenma shook his head as he got up and walked back to the door, closing and locking it before he sat back down on the step. That was weird. I could have sworn I locked the door. Kenma froze in fear as he heard the door behind him once again creak open. I've seen enough horror movies to know I shouldn't stay. But I could have sworn I locked that door. You did. Kenma looked back in shock, as he felt someone grab his hood and pull him into his empty house. Osamu and Atsumu were laying in their beds, talking as they were trying to get the motivation to get up. No. Risiki would definitely lose. Maybe. I just don't see it though. Wanna make a bet? Osamu looked over his bed and smirked as Atsumu raised an eyebrow in confirmation. Breakfast and lunch. 2 weeks. Deal. Deal. Osamu hopped out of bed, full of energy this time, Atsumu following soon after. I think I'm going to win. Well, while you think about it, how about you go make breakfast? I'm not your maid. It's your turn. Barely. Last time. The two frowned, remembering the last Saturday morning they had to go through. Shoo. Fine. But I'm only making toast. With avocados? Sure. And seasoning? Yes. Now get dressed. Osamu waved his hand at Atsumu as Atsumu walked over to his closet. There was a slight noise in there, but Atsumu paid it no mind. Golden brown. I am highly aware of what kind of toast you consume. Stop with that way of talking. Shut up and let me make the breakfast. Fine. Atsumu shook his head as he reached for the closet door handle. So annoying. He opened the closet door as he felt a hand immediately grasp around his mouth. I know you are, but what am I? Atsumu was thrown into the closet very roughly, his head hitting the wall, which silenced him in pain. Atsumu? What the hell was that noise? There's another one? Good thing you brought extra. Osamu, who was at the base of the stairs, waited for a response from his brother. Atsumu? If you passed out, don't bother me. You better wake up before I finish breakfast or I'll eat both of our servings. Oh, just shut up. Huh? A figure appeared from out the door as Osamu assumed it was Atsumu. If you're dressed, come get your breakfast. Didn't I tell you to? The figure jumped down the stairs onto Osamu, knocking him out immediately. Shut up. Akashi woke up to his alarm begrudgingly, not wanting to wake up at all or move. The only thing motivating him was seeing his adorable boyfriend. Mornings are rough, but I have to get up. Akashi sighed as he put his legs over the side of his bed. He heard a slight shuffling from downstairs, which made him worry. I'm home alone. What the heck is shuffling downstairs? Am I going to be dumb and go check it out? Or final girl my way outside without being caught? I'll just go check it out. I'm not in a horror movie. Akashi shook his head in sadness as he quietly made his way downstairs. Is anyone down there? Akashi looked into the living room, and then the kitchen and finally the hallway between the door and the stairs. No one. Guess I was just hearing noises outside. Knock. Akashi jumped as his head whipped around towards the basement. Am I sure I'm not in a horror movie? Yes. I'm sure. But it sure feels like one. Akashi shrugged as he walked towards the door and opened it swiftly. He looked down the steps and saw no one down there. What am I hearing down there? A ghost? A murderer? Me. Akashi felt a kick to the back as he tumbled down the stairs, knocking him unconscious as he hit his head at the bottom. If only you were more aware. Oikawa was early to practice this morning, excited to practice his serves while he had the time to himself. They are going to be so shocked when they see how accurate I've become. Iwa's gonna be so happy for me. Mad Dog is gonna wanna copy it, which makes us more powerful. And if I get the others to receive it, they'll be able to receive Tobio's awful serve. Oikawa smiled to himself as he set up another serve for himself. Let's see. In this rotation, the weakest link is the idle blocker in the front. Oikawa lined himself up to hit the serve as he hit it hard. It landed right where he wanted it to as he smiled happily. So good. It's gotten so good. I'm so excited to show it to Iwa. I'm so excited to finally beat Ashiwaka with it. I'm sure it will come in handy against him. Oikawa jumped in joy as he decided he should start cleaning up the balls he had thrown everywhere. Alrighty. Oikawa started picking up the balls as he heard a scuffle outside, but an old sports shed. Animals. It has to be animals. Probably raccoons. Oikawa looked outside the gymnasium as he did indeed see a few birds by the shed. Birds. Of course it was birds. Oikawa turned around as he was immediately met with a hidden figure in the shadows. Who? No one. Yet. The figure approached Oikawa as it picked up a ball and lined it up with Oikawa's face as Oikawa backed up. What the fa? The figure launched the ball at Oikawa, hitting him in the nose as it knocked him back onto his butt. Unfortunate for you. The figure ran up to Oikawa as he grabbed Oikawa's collar and yanked him towards the sports shed. Let's do this. Hope you enjoyed the video. The next video will be the second part of the Hide My Boyfriend Is Coming prank. I have a TikTok. I do fun little videos drawing the Haikyuu next generation and Haikyuu ships, so if you'd like to see those. I have a Discord server. You can join with the link in the description below. If you'd like to support me, and maybe buy me a coffee to keep me awake for my late night editing sessions, there is a link in the description below. Everything said before will be linked in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for your support.